They act normal, but you can feel it. The glances, the pauses, the small hesitations, it's all there. Have you ever felt like someone was holding back how they really feel about you? Maybe they look at you a little longer than they should. Maybe they go quiet around you, not because they don't care, but because they care too much. It's confusing, isn't it? They don't say it out loud, yet something in their energy gives them away. You sense it, that invisible tension that lives between curiosity and confession. We all try to hide our feelings sometimes, maybe out of fear, maybe because we're not ready. But love, even when hidden, always leaves clues. Here are 7 hidden signs someone is secretly falling for you, but trying not to show it. Number 1, they start doing things you like just to be around you more. When someone's truly into you, they don't always say it, they show it. One of the clearest psychological signs is when they begin doing things that align with your interests, even if those things never appealed to them before. According to dating psychologist Madeline Mason-Rowntree, the brain's reward system lights up when we're near someone we like. That surge of dopamine drives us to seek more time with them. Not out of logic, but pure emotional pull. It's not about the activity itself. It's about the connection it represents. Think about it. A guy who's never cared for yoga suddenly shows up at your favorite class. A woman who's never touched a video game suddenly wants to learn how to play yours. These are not coincidences. These are subconscious attempts to create shared space and shared energy. Psychologically, we crave familiarity when we're emotionally drawn to someone. By mirroring your interests, they create subtle bonds, something that makes you feel seen and understood. And even if they pretend it's casual, those small gestures often reveal a deeper intention. They want to belong in your world. So the next time someone starts showing up where you are, joining the club you're in, listening to your favorite artist, or picking up the same hobbies, pay attention. It's not just shared interest. It's emotional alignment. They're not chasing the activity. They're chasing proximity. Because in the psychology of attraction, being near you, even without words, is its own quiet reward. Number 2, their pupils dilate when they look at you. Sometimes attraction doesn't hide in words or gestures. It hides in biology. One of the most subtle yet powerful signs that someone's drawn to you is found in their eyes. According to body language expert Patty Wood, author of Success Signals, A Guide to Reading Body Language, pupil dilation is an unconscious brain response that occurs when we're excited by or attracted to something or someone. You can't fake this. When a person feels emotional or physical attraction, their brain releases dopamine and norepinephrine, chemicals tied to excitement and desire. These cause the pupils to expand, almost as if the eyes are trying to take in more of what they find captivating. It's human nature in its purest form. Think about it. You're in conversation with someone, the lighting hasn't changed, yet their pupils widen as they look at you. Their focus sharpens, their blink rate slows. It's not coincidence. It's chemistry. Their body is reacting before their mind can even process it. Researchers from the University of Chicago even found that pupil dilation doesn't just signal attraction, it deepens emotional connection. When two people's pupils dilate at the same time, their bodies unconsciously mirror one another, creating a sense of intimacy that words can't match. So next time you're talking to someone and you notice their eyes seem just a little more open, a little more alive, take note. Lighting can fool you, yes, but when it's not the room, it's probably you. Because the eyes don't just see, they reveal what the heart's too shy to admit. Number 3, they know things about you that you never told them. Have you ever been surprised when someone casually mentions a detail about your life? Something you never remember telling them? Maybe it's your favorite band, your favorite coffee spot, or that random hobby you posted about months ago. Suddenly, they just happen to know. Coincidence? Probably not. According to relationship psychologist Dr. Madeline Mason-Rowntree, when someone is genuinely interested in you, they start to gather data. It's not creepy. It's curiosity fueled by attraction. They scroll through your old posts, remember things you said in passing, and quietly piece together who you are. It's their way of getting closer without having to risk being too direct. Think about it. Maybe you mentioned your love for chess once, and the next time you talk, they casually bring up the Queen's Gambit. Or they surprise you by suggesting that cafe you said you wanted to try months ago. These aren't random coincidences. They're signs of attention, deep attention. In psychology, this behavior is tied to something called selective focus. When someone likes you, their brain naturally filters out other information and tunes in on you. They remember details others miss because their emotional investment heightens their awareness. So when someone seems to know a bit too much, not in a weird way, but in a thoughtful, observant way, pay attention. They've been noticing, remembering, and connecting dots long before you realized it. Because when someone likes you, they don't need to ask, "Who are you?" They've already been finding out. Number 4, you catch them staring at you. Have you ever felt someone's eyes on you? That quiet, magnetic pull? And when you turn, they quickly look away? That moment of awkward eye contact often says more than words ever could. According to body language expert Patty Wood, prolonged eye contact is one of the strongest nonverbal indicators of attraction. The human brain is wired to focus on what it finds pleasing or emotionally significant. And when someone's drawn to you, their eyes tend to give them away. It's not just random glances. People look at what they want. Studies published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior show that when someone's attracted to another person, they unconsciously spend more time gazing at their face, especially the eyes and mouth, compared to neutral targets. It's the mind's way of saying, pay attention. This one matters. Of course, when they get caught, they'll often turn away, pretending to check their phone, look at the ceiling, or suddenly become very interested in the floor. That's because staring openly feels vulnerable. Eye contact can be intimate, even revealing. In fact, research by psychologist Arthur Aaron found that sustained mutual eye contact between two people can increase feelings of closeness and even simulate falling in love. So the next time you catch someone looking your way, more than once, more than coincidence, and take note, whether they admit it or not, their eyes already did. Because sometimes attraction doesn't announce itself in words. It lingers quietly, in a gaze that lasts a second too long. Number 5, they try to find out your relationship status. It always starts subtly. Maybe they're in a group conversation and someone mentions dating. Suddenly they're listening a little too closely, or they casually drop a question like, "So, are you seeing anyone?" As if it's no big deal. But make no mistake, when someone's interested in you, curiosity about your relationship status is rarely innocent. According to relationship psychologist Madeline Mason-Rowntree, subtle information seeking is one of the clearest early indicators of attraction. People are wired to assess availability before making a move. It's part of our evolutionary psychology. Before investing time and emotional energy, the brain subconsciously checks if there's even a chance. If they like you, their reaction to your answer often reveals the truth. If you mention you're in a relationship and their body language drops slightly, a faint nod, eyes darting away, or a quick subject change, that disappointment isn't random. Conversely, if you say you're single and notice a small grin or playful energy spark up, that's their interest slipping through the cracks. Sometimes they won't ask you directly at all. Instead, they might find out through friends or social media, scrolling through your posts, looking for clues, reading comments for hints. Modern attraction often plays out in quiet digital detective work. So the next time someone seems unusually curious about your love life, pay attention not to what they ask, but how they react. Because attraction rarely announces itself out loud. It hides in curiosity, in quick glances, and in that fleeting smile when they realize you're still single. Number 6, they seem nervous around you. You've probably seen it before. Someone who's usually calm and confident suddenly becomes awkward when you're around. They fumble their words, laugh a little too hard, or can't quite hold eye contact for long. It's almost as if your presence short-circuits their brain. And in a way, it does. When we're attracted to someone, our body enters a mild state of stress and excitement, the same physiological response triggered by danger or thrill. Heart rate rises, palms sweat, and thoughts scatter. It's not fear, it's the body reacting to emotional stakes. According to neuroscientist Helen Fisher, romantic attraction activates the dopamine system, the same reward pathway responsible for craving and anticipation. But at the same time, parts of the prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and self-control, temporarily shut down. That's why even the most articulate person might stammer when talking to someone they like. This nervousness can show up in small ways: fidgeting with their hands, fixing their hair, or over-explaining simple things. Sometimes they'll act overly serious. Other times they'll overcompensate with jokes. Both come from the same place, a subconscious attempt to impress without revealing too much. What's fascinating is that this nervous energy isn't weakness, it's vulnerability. It's the mind's way of saying, this person matters. And that nervousness is often the clearest sign that attraction runs deeper than casual interest. So if you notice someone getting visibly tense, fumbling, or turning into a slightly different version of themselves around you, don't dismiss it. You might just be watching their self-control battle their emotions and losing beautifully. Number 7, they mirror your behavior without realizing it. Have you ever noticed someone unconsciously copying the way you talk, move, or gesture? Maybe they start using your favorite phrases, laugh the way you do, or even adjust their posture when you lean in. This subtle imitation isn't coincidence. It's called mirroring, and psychology says it's one of the strongest indicators of hidden attraction. According to research from the University of California, mirroring happens because our brains contain mirror neurons, specialized cells that reflect the emotions and actions of those we feel connected to. When someone likes you, their subconscious tries to build rapport and familiarity by aligning their behavior with yours. It's the mind's quiet way of saying, I'm like you. We belong on the same wavelength. For example, if you take a sip of your drink and they instinctively do the same a moment later, that's not random. If you speak softly and they lower their tone to match yours, it's a natural synchrony forming between two people, often before words even confirm it. In relationships, this mirroring deepens emotional bonding. It makes interactions feel more fluid, natural, and intimate. But in the early stages, when someone hasn't confessed their feelings, mirroring becomes the subconscious giveaway. So next time you're around that person and start noticing small echoes of your behavior, their laugh follows yours, their mood shifts with yours, or they seem to get your rhythm, pay attention. Attraction doesn't always announce itself with words. Sometimes it simply reflects you, right back at you. Because when someone mirrors you, it's not imitation, it's connection in disguise.